service. I know how hard it is, though. I was at the Newark City Council for my work last night, and talk about thankless. That is thankless. Okay. Bill Harrison, 8 Harvard Street. I'm here to talk about Woodman Field. You entered a settlement with the Board of Education. The settlement did not say the Board of Education gets to break the law. It does not say the township cannot enforce the law when the Board of Education breaks the law. The settlement provided that work could continue in the normal course. In the normal course, the township issued a zoning permit, as it was required to do by the settlement. In the normal course, the neighbors appealed that zoning permit to the Board of Adjustment, as they're entitled to pursuant to the Municipal Land Use Law, NJSA 40:55D-72. Pursuant to the Municipal Land Use Law, section NJSA 40:55D-75, when that appeal was filed, all proceedings were stayed. That meant they had to stop construction then. They continued construction until this day. The Board of Adjustment heard the appeal. We determined it was filed in a timely manner, and that in fact, as we had informed the Board of Education in November and December, they had to apply to the board for a conditional use variance. Work should be stopped. You should authorize the manager, or the manager should do it. My brother played on the JV baseball team. My son played on the varsity baseball team. That field has needed to be repaired for decades. I'm not questioning that. If they had applied in November when they were told to apply, they would have been heard in January, would have been over and done with saving a lot of legal costs. You took an oath to uphold the Constitution, as did the members of the Board of Education, and to uphold the laws of this state. Municipal land use law is the law of this state. I would urge you to take action. It is obscene that they're continuing to work when the law says they must have stopped. Thank you, and thank you again for your service.
Thank you for yours.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, before you really walk away, I know we all, I don't know, speak for everybody. I felt a lot of frustration having talked to some of the people who are affected homeowners. I don't know where to go, Mr. LaPola, like Mr. Burr.
Well, the first thing I should say is that we follow advice of counsel, and the advice of counsel gave the township our direction and our walking.
Advice of counsel, not you.
No, our outside counsel that's handling the matter in the lawsuit, BOE versus the Township of Montclair. Additionally, I believe the residents have made a motion to intervene and are seeking relief through the courts. So it would be inappropriate for me at this time to comment any further, and it would be inappropriate for us to take any action at this time until those matters are determined by the court.
And
I would think the claim of the people, they're seeking to be interveners, and they don't have the ability to stop it. I don't know what you're saying the process is.
Well, I mean, other than going through court, and one of the problems was the settlement was entered 2 days before their motion to intervene in the lawsuit was to be heard. The judge, which I do not understand at all, unilaterally dismissed their motion because this lawsuit was settled and there was nothing for them to intervene in, I guess was his rationale, but he could have deferred. But I think the litigation you need to be concerned about is by the neighbors. It is their rights that are being violated. The municipal land use law was set up to deal with this very situation, to recognize that there would be permits issued by municipalities that were improperly issued, give them the right to appeal, and to protect their rights, it says work must stop. There's an exception if the township says there's an emergency and it'll be health, safety risk, but they cannot unilaterally say we're proceeding, and it is their rights. I am more than willing to talk to your outside counsel and discuss this. I've been doing municipal land use law for 40 plus, getting close to 50 years now, and that's what I do for a living. And we and the town has been very good about enforcing the zoning ordinances against residents, but a governmental entity, if anything, should be held to a higher standard. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.